Our midweek focus for today is Luke 8:43 through 48. As Jesus went, a crowd followed, pushing against one another just to get close to him. And Jesus was on his way to heal the daughter of the leader in the synagogue. And in their midst is a woman concerned with more than just seeing what happens. She is desperate. She has bled for 12 years. Now, Luke, the author of this writing, is a doctor, and he points out that no one could heal her. No one could help her. You must also know that she is bleeding, and that's a big deal for the Jewish people. The woman is unclean. She is supposed to be outside of the camp or the town, and she is not. She can be killed just for being there. Not only is she there, but she came up behind Jesus and she touched the fringe of his cloak. Now, not only was she unclean, but now she had touched Jesus, and that should have made him unclean. She could have been killed for it, stoned on the spot. But she risked it because she really believed that Jesus is who he says he is and can do what he says he can do. She risked it because she trusted Jesus. Are you willing to risk it? This is a monumental question. Genuine saving belief in Jesus. John 3:16 kind of believing, whosoever believes in me will not perish but have eternal life. That kind of belief will risk it. When following Jesus doesn't make sense, risk it all. When telling the truth is uncomfortable, when you have the opportunity to take advantage of another, when the right thing morally is not the right thing for business, risk it all and follow Jesus. When you are too busy and you don't have time to do it all, risk it all and spend time with him. What is in your life that you haven't been willing to risk? This woman didn't just say it, she acted. Genuine saving belief will result in genuine action. Immediately, the woman's bleeding stopped when she touched him. And Jesus asked, "Who touched me?" You know the woman's heart dropped and a lump came in her throat. Her first reaction was to run, but she didn't. Peter said, "Lord, what kind of a question is that? Everyone is touching you," as the crowd pressed around him. But Jesus knew that power had left him. He felt the healing and that the woman had risked it all. She was trembling as she fell down before him and told him what she had done and what happened with her affliction and about her belief and the fact that now she was healed. So Jesus spoke, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." The woman had not made Jesus unclean, but instead he had made her clean. Is there ever such a thing as a risk when you're following Jesus? He not only knows the future, but he built it. He raises the dead and he quiets the storm and he multiplies the food to feed the masses. Believe and do not be afraid because our God is great. He spoke the sun into its place and he filled the oceans full to his pleasure. Do not fear, but only believe, because our God has all authority over all things and he loves us with grace and mercy and cares for us enough to sacrifice his son for our sake. If he does that, you know he will care for you. And you need not fear, but only believe.